All right, people, there she is. I started pulling the tape off the turn signal here. That seems solid. At this point, it's not going anywhere. JB well can hold it. I just dumped 2.5 gallons in this tank. I used a screwdriver to get that open, so we're not seeing any drips, I hope. So doing the inside check. Hopefully everything's sealed up good. I really don't think we have anything else to do other than start her. So this is like a fuel enrichment. Since the fuel injected, this is like a fuel enrichment knob. You really shouldn't need that unless it's really cold, from what I'm hearing. And fuel injection. So other than the tires, we still don't have the tire situation fixed. But now knowing that if you just stick this key in, turn your guy on, you can then pull your key out, and you don't have to worry about that clanging around, hitting that. I don't know that I love that, but it's a good thing to know. So let's sit on this thing, see if we got. Okay, it says we have oil pressure. It says we have about a half a tank of gas. That computes. That's pretty good. All right. Yeah, I think everything else is working. Let's see how she fires up. So, no choke. Here we go. Had to get fresh gas down to the engine. As I said, fresh non-ethanol fuel. Idle circuit. Okay. Warming up. Alright, so we have the turn signal. Let's just make sure everything works. Turn signal off. Turn signal off. High beam works. Horn works. 2003 Kawasaki Vulcan 1600. Fresh gas. Ready to rip. Let's adjust these mirrors. I never did that. That's going to be kind of a pain in the butt. There she's surging again. I looked around for any vacuum leaks. I really didn't see anything. I will be honest. She doesn't sound that powerful. And now I know why everybody sticks on aftermarket exhaust. You got 1600 cubic inch. She really should sound better than a washing machine. That kind of settled her down a little bit. I'm going to... What was that? Oil light jumped on for a second. I do need to check the oil, actually. If I throw up... There, threw up the kickstand. Still shifting. That was the major issue that I bought the bike for. That's why I got the bike so cheap. Alright, so I'm gonna adjust my mirrors and then we can take this for a spin again. Oh man, she's heavy. She's heavy to push around. Alright, I'm going to shift this up into neutral. Put down the kickstands. Adjust my mirrors. There she is, being funny again. I don't know, she's got to get out and ride. That one's good. I need to adjust this one. So I'll be back in a sec. Alright guys, you back? We're out on the road. Oh, the speedometer still doesn't work. That is not good. I thought maybe it would just work. Maybe it will. Alright, so I don't know what gear I'm in. This thing's a beast. It really is. Like for me, I gotta be basically fully arms out. I'm short. I'm 5'5". So if I'm cruising along on this thing, it's I'm actually slumped forward just a little bit because I have to reach. So far she's driving like she should. Oh boy. I'm certainly not used to this bike. I'm used to my 80s cruisers. This thing, you gotta lean a little bit with your bike. Alright, so she's putting along. Doing good. Super weird. Super weird. I am not used to this. Now, I don't like the front tire. That's, I don't know, I should have checked tire pressures, but I wonder if the speedometer will work eventually. You hear that? When I let off the gas, it's basically slowing me down. I don't know what that is. Alright. Rear brake does work. That's good. Okay. Well, so far so good. She's shifting good. I got no fear of her shifting. Alright, well, so far so good except for that speedometer. I would like a little more sound from the rear, but it's not a big deal. Alright, we can find neutral. That's good. Still a little bit of surging. As I said, maybe eventually the speedometer will come back. I do not know. Like I said, I had a bike before that the tachometer did that. It just hadn't been run, and then it came back. So hopefully that happens. Let's see. I guess on this bike you can't shift to second. You got to start out in first. All right. Let's go on a little more. Let's go down the road a little more. Okay, here we go. Alright, so don't know what that's about. To take off for me, really. Maybe that's the shifting issue that my previous owner talked about. I'm gonna take this in a minute. Let's see, we'll go around there. Gotta get used to running this thing. Yeah, she cuts out on me. That's not good. It's too big to be cutting out on me. Maybe we should check spark plugs. I think this is enough excitement for me. I'm gonna spin her around here. Or no, wait, I can go down a little further. Well, keeping me slow here. I don't know how fast I'm going. I've noticed something else here. 8906. It hasn't clicked up. Have I not gone a mile yet? I think there's definitely something unplugged if the miles per hour and the odometer are not clicking over. Well, we're not going to get in trouble with the speed because this guy's not going anywhere. I already checked the air filter, blew out whatever junk was there. Oh man, we're going about 20. This is ridiculous. Like I said, it's nice that I'm not going to get in trouble, but it's a nice smooth bike if I get the bugs working out. If I get the bugs worked out. Sorry guys. Let's see. We're gonna jump off here. See if we can get a good turning radius here. Without putting my foot down. Nice. It's interesting to me that she doesn't like to do high revs. See if we can get her to get past that. Alright, here we go. That's rough. I don't know what that is. Okay, there's definitely something going on with this bike. That's not good. Alright, there might actually be clutch issues. What gear am I in? 5th? 4th or 5th? Alright guys, anybody that has a 1600 Vulcan or a big cruiser bike like this, let me know if you know what's happening with this thing. Definitely making me question it. I think I'm in 5th now. Let's get her home. There's a biker guy with a GoPro. So what am I in? I think this has 5th gears. Did not like the way it shifted that time. It might be. There, we're in 4th now. That sound I'm not used to. If anybody has something to say about that, let me know. Alright, let's shift into 3rd for this traffic circle. A little bit of rear brake. Let's go around here. We're in 3rd. See if we can torque out of it. Alright, 3rd gear. Oh, I think the clutch is slipping. Yeah. That's weird. I think we have a clutch slip problem. We're gonna have to open that up, change the oil, and check the clutch. I don't know. Seems like something's going on. I don't want to get stranded out here, so we're definitely headed back. But guys, if you have any info on it, if you ever had issues with shifting, it seems like it's slipping in higher gear or higher RPMs. And this whole thing, that is definitely not changing. Yep, we got nothing there. So give me your feedback on this 03 Vulcan. I guess I'm understanding the steering a little bit. Forward controls got me concerned here too. So just got to get used to this bike. Maybe I should ride a working one before I draw conclusions on this, but they got some bugs to work out for sure. So I'll see you on the next one. Get out and ride. Be careful, and let me know what you think of this thing. Later. Well, that might have something to do with it. What's going on there? Something's fried. Something's chicken fried. Interesting. Huh. I shut it off. Shut it off as soon as I got in here. And she started smoking. She was not happy. And I got a little bit of it on my leg. What is that? It's coolant. Did this thing overheat? I don't know, guys. Now you want to tell me what I did? It was shifting like a mess, and that cap blew off, which I guess I can try and find it. But for now, it's missing. Very, very interesting. I'm glad I made it home. So we got more work to do.